Kind of an interesting lesson that I figured out, but I mean, as I was day gaming, but so I saw I was in the car and I was just driving by and I saw a couple. I don't know if there were a couple, but it seemed like it, and it was a couple where the girl was a obese, this obese, like, chubby. She was like a 4 or 3, and the guy sitting next to her was like a solid 8. He wasn't like the best looking guy, but I mean, he was solid. He had a pretty decent looking face. He worked out. And I think in a relationship dynamic between a man and a woman, if you want a stable relationship long term, you need to create a dynamic where the woman is always looking up to the guy, like she's like desperately afraid of losing him, irregardless of any situation. Like you want that kind of dynamic where it's like the guy is always higher value than the girl, where she's afraid that if any other girl looks at you, as a man, she'd be like desperately afraid. And you need to be the man that's irreplaceable. Like you need to be a man that's that has higher value, where like she cannot replace you. Like you need to be so unique in your, like, in what you have to offer, whether it be looks, personality, and also one thing about the game is that the girls really, after a certain time, they don't care about how you look. It's all about what kind of soul you have, like whether you're alpha or not, how strong you are, how determined, how confident you are, how well you lead, how well you can manage different difficult situations, how well you can pass her shit test. It doesn't matter. Like, looks fade. If she's super highly calibrated and she's been with a lot of guys or experienced a lot of men, she can look past your physique. Like, doesn't matter if you're over 6 foot. It doesn't matter if you have plus 6-inch dick. It doesn't matter because once a woman kind of looks deep into your soul and she sees who you are, none of that matters. So I think the lesson here is twofold. So one is you have to make sure that you have to make sure that she's afraid of losing you. Like, you have to be so high value, you have to be so irreplaceable to her that it's inevitable that she's so drawn to you, and she can't find your replacement, and she's desperately afraid of losing you. And two is your soul has to be alpha. It's not like, yeah, looks help to attract women, but to retain women, you need the alpha soul. So I think that would be it for today. That's like one of the red pill lessons that I've kind of, it's not something that I didn't know, but it's something that kind of came to mind while I was gaming. So yeah.